This podcast is part of the Big Heads Media Podcast Network. Go to bigheadsmedia.com for more great podcasts.
Tired of everyone's shit
Always pack a rubber.
and spring into action.
All that and more. Why is Mike looking at us like that?
Super Media Bros.
Fixed him last week.
No, I did.
You did?
Yeah. He's fine now.
Are you sure he's not
Yeah.
going to beat the shit out of us again?
No, he's good.
I just can't trust him. I can't trust him anymore.
After all the beatings, how can you trust him anyway?
After all we've been through, Mike, we cannot pull you out of this one.
Can't believe you've done this.
I can't believe these movies did this.
Yeah.
Welcome back to the Super Media Bros podcast. I'm Midnight Agent Raw.
And I'm Okame.
Episode 116. And another Cult Cinema Showdown in the books.
All about tires and sofas.
We are so fucking tired of this shit.
Yeah. It's time to retire on our sofas.
Yeah, but is it really a fucking sofa? It's not a sofa. It's a goddamn recliner.
It's a sofa king.
It's the king of sofas.
Exactly. You thought I was going to say something else at the end. Ha
Ha
ha.
ha ha.
I doot you.
Yeah. Rubber versus killer sofa.
We're not shitting you.
Yeah, it's the battle of two inanimate objects. So let's get into this shit.
Just get in the rubber.
Yeah, exactly. So for those of you who have not seen Rubber, we highly actually both of these films we highly implore you to watch. But Rubber is probably one of the most out there movies in such a great fucking way.
Very thought-provoking on so many levels, because the beginning, I know a lot of people are going to watch it and it's like, this does not make any damn sense.
Oh, I know people that have tried to watch this movie and have just straight up given up on it.
I don't know why, because it's hilarious just how they make fun of tropes when it comes to the normal audience when it comes to a movie. The very beginning is basically this guy in like a office attire, like those cubicle attires. He has a bunch of chairs laid out in the middle of this little dirt road, and he's holding, I think it's like a good 10 or so binoculars, like set of binoculars.
Yeah, he's got a shit ton of them, basically.
And out of the distance, this car comes up and literally weaves into every chair, knocks it over just slightly, just ever so lightly knocks them over.
I love how cheaply they're put together. Like the wind literally could have shifted a different way and they would have fallen the fuck apart.
No, because you can see the very frontmost chair was waving in the wind and it didn't even do anything. The fucking car taps them. It's like, oh, it's like IKEA.
Fucking oops! Oh my god! What if the chairs came from IKEA?
They look like they did. They just like toppled over with like one little tap.
IKEA.
No, the car stops, I'm sorry, and it's the cops, basically, or the sheriff or whatever. The driver walks to the trunk, taps on the trunk, and the trunk opens.
And then the cop just gets out.
He gets out of the fucking trunk with a glass of water.
No reason.
And that comes into play right now. He literally walks up to the camera and is like, you know, there are just a lot of questions out there in the world. Like, the guys who made E.T., why is he made brown?
No reason.
No reason. And he's literally approaching the fourth wall. He's breaking it, and he's actually talking to the camera like, hey, I got questions for you people. Why are these things? And it's like, that is the theme of this whole entire conversation. There is no reason for it.
Should have gone to Radio Shack. More questions, more answers. Like
Yeah.
all that shit. You got questions, we got answers.
You're not going to be able to answer them, but...
You should have gone to Rubber Shack.
Yeah. At the end of that little sequence, he throws the water. He just
like casually just fucking pours the shit out. No reason.
Yeah. Why did I do that? No reason.
No fucking reason.
We get to the next part where it's this group of people coming to watch what's going on, which we don't even fucking know what's going on. They all have their binoculars on, and they start acting like an actual movie theater audience.
And it's scarily accurate.
Like, you have the nerdy, like, middle-aged people, about the 30s, 40s maybe.
Like us.
Yeah. You have the little teenage teen bops, like the 14 to 18-year-olds. And then there's some older folks within, like, the 50 range, 60 range, something like that. And they all have lines that are quips based off of their age group, basically.
Yeah, and I mean, it's pretty much anything you'd probably hear at your local theater. You know, how you hear people talking and you're just like, can you please be quiet? Or people make, like, asinine comments about it.
It's like, hey, can you shut up? I'm trying to watch this. That's going on, and we finally see what they're looking at. And it's just a still shot of junk in, like, the random desert. And it's a good, like, 30 seconds of nothing. And then we get a little bit of movement of a tire just twisting.
He's already tired of this shit.
Yeah. He's tired of everybody just talking about this shit.
It's like, let me go ahead and just roll out the... He's going to roll his own red carpet out. He's like, here I am, fuckers.
That should have been the intro. Roll out the red carpet.
Roll out the tread carpet?
Exactly.
Yeah, dude.
It's a good year for that.
Yes, it is.
But yeah, the tire becomes sentient and is reminiscent to, if you watch a nature documentary and you see like a baby wildebeest or a giraffe like being born, it's the kind of the same concept because this tire is like getting out of the actual dirt.
It's drunk.
Yeah, and it's staggering on itself trying to roll forward. And then the music cues in and it feels like those happy indie movie subtle sitcom kind of songs. Like it's just out there, but it's happy in a way.
Yeah, but I mean, I think it's hilarious.
Yeah, it's
very playful.
It's such a strange mixture of things in the first 10 minutes of this movie.
This movie is such a mixture of strange things, though,
Yeah.
but it's the best ever. Like, to make a long story short, there's really no dialogue. The tire is basically expressing through how we see it, and I've seen this movie a few times, but it's like you watch movies like we were talking about this before we started recording, how like The Mask and V for Vendetta, how Hugo Weaving was able to make that thing emote, even though it had the same exact face throughout the entirety. You could look at the damn tire, whose name is Robert, but never mentioned.
Yeah, it was not mentioned once in this whole film. You had to look on the back of the box of the DVD. It's like, oh, its name's
It's
Robert.
Robert.
Robert the Rubber.
Robert.
Yeah.
What if it was just Rober?
Rober?
Yeah, Rober.
Yeah, that would have worked.
Like
too.
Rotor, but Robor. So the tire fucking just strolls around, and the audience is just, what is it doing? This is like the little kid is all, this is boring, and the dad is all, oh, it'll get good. Just give it some time. We see that it starts small. It rolls up to like a water bottle and hesitates to roll over it. Then it rolls up to a beer bottle, and it can't break it. And this is where we find out that the damn thing has like telekinetic powers, whatever.
It also has anger issues.
Yeah, it does.
He literally rolls on that bottle for like a good 20 seconds and it's just like, fuck it.
Yeah. I mean, it would be fucking hilarious if that was the actual like intensity that it blew the fucking bottle up.
Mm-hmm.
But the fanfare around it was pretty much just.
But yeah, it proceeds to do this to a tin can, blows it up its own special way. Then it goes to a fucking scorpion. That's where the taste of blood comes in for the rest of this film.
Yeah, because it just rolls the fuck over it, and it's just kind of like, hey, hey, that's pretty good.
I can do it again?
Yep.
The pseudo audience basically is like, oh, what's it doing now? You know, it just keeps rolling. It keeps doing its own little thing.
It's like it's the embodiment of "Rollin' by Limp Bizkit.
Yep. That should be the perfect song for that whole sequence. Keep rolling, rolling, rolling.
All right. Keep on rolling, baby.
You know what time it is. But then we get to its first actual kill, which is a rabbit.
That bunny rabbit didn't even know what was about to hit it.
Yeah. Because it wouldn't roll over it. No, it actually did its little... And you get fucking just chunks everywhere of
Yep.
rabbit.
Just forewarning you guys, there's going to be a lot of explosions in this one.
Yeah.
Then there's this girl that breaks down on the side of the road.
Breaks down.
Yeah, there's another driver that almost hits Robert the tire.
No, it hit Robert the tire.
Or did it hit it? I thought he jumped out of the way.
No, he sideswiped it and it
that's
clipped
right.
it. And the tire went flying to... Because Robert basically stopped the car in the middle of the road. The guy driving the truck clipped Robert, flew into the ditch, well, on the side of the road, basically. Went around the girl, pissed her off. The car finally started, and then you just see Robert just rise up like a fucking zombie.
Yeah, dude. Oh, shit. But here's something that we picked out a little bit. So he follows her to this hotel, or he gets to this hotel, and it looks exactly like the hotel from The Devil's Rejects. And I think it actually might be the same one.
Mm-hmm.
The Easy Rest Inn.
Which has seen better days.
Throughout the entirety of this shit happening, we keep cutting back to the audience watching this and kind of questioning what the fuck is happening and shit. The fucking tire finds the girl from the car and spies on her in the shower.
And we get more dialogue from the pseudo audience, where the age group that we are is like, oh, that girl has a nice ass, and oh, it's not that nice. Like, I get what you're saying, but and then there's these two girls in the back of them, these little teenage girls, like, can't you guys ever shut up? And they're like, you have plenty of spaces to go and look at this. You can get away from us if need be. And they're literally arguing back and forth while they're perving on the tire, perving on the fucking girl in the bathroom.
Yeah, because the one person's like, you think the tire's going to get laid?
Yeah.
Because let's be honest, the tire's not going to get fucking laid.
No. I mean, it packed its own rubber, so.
Yeah, because if it did, plenty protection.
That just reminds me of that part in Chucky. Which one was it? Bride of Chucky? Whenever, she's like,
oh, yeah, he's like,
I am made of rubber.
I am made of rubber, yeah. So the fucking tire watches TV, which is fucking hilarious. It's just watching TV.
Yeah.
Apparently the guy that's in charge of all these people that are watching this happen has a master. And the master's like, you don't ever hear it, but he's just like, yes, master, I'll do this. Oh, I know, I have until such and such. Yes, master. And then it zooms out, and he's got his pants off, and there's a turkey in the room.
Where is this going? I don't even know.
Yeah, we were just, like, because it's been a fucking while since I've watched this, but because I forgot about the turkey, and I was like, oh my fucking God. It's turkey from Thanksgiving.
It's jerky, because he's... Yeah.
Well, they fade out, and the dude just kills the turkey.
Yeah.
Which comes into play because he comes out to where the people are camping out. Because these people that are watching this camp out each night. And he comes over with his fucking sack, and he's like, food! And he drops it. It's just a whole-ass fried turkey. And everybody there proceeds to rip this fucker apart like it's a George Romero film.
They gobble it up.
They do gobble it up. Except for the old guy that's just chilling in his wheelchair, and he's just like, fucking animals. And he's just sitting there watching. He's like, I'm not hungry. I'm just going to keep on and watch this fucking movie unfold. That guy's smart.
Yeah.
That's not sarcasm either. That dude's smart.
Yes.
I wonder if that was a shot at, like, consumerism.
It is.
Fucking great, though. But anyway, the tire is fucking showering and gets thrown out by the hotel maid. That's a funny goddamn scene.
Because she goes in, sees the bed's like covered in tire tracks.
Skid marks,
Skid
dude.
marks.
It's got skid marks.
But yeah, she tosses the tire out, thinking it's a fucking joke, being played on the housekeeping, which I don't know why that would be a joke, but anyway. He proceeds to get up and roll back in and just murder that bitch, all while being spotted by this like little 12, 13-year-old boy.
Yeah, let's talk about this kid. So this kid, I guess, is this other dude's son.
He's basically the owner of the hotel's son, or the motel's son, basically.
Yeah, and he orders him to go get this pizza, right? Or is
With
this
double
later on?
double toppings, yeah.
The kid eventually gets it, right? So he's coming back, and he finds the bird that the tire has blown up from earlier. Here's your double toppings, you son of a bitch.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I'd have done the same shit, but
So the police actually get there to investigate what happened to the housekeeper. On the other end, with the audience, everybody's fucking dead.
Yeah, the turkey has apparently been poisoned, which the guy in the wheelchair just calls out as everybody's fucking dying.
He sits there steadily watches while the guy who poisoned the audience goes up to the lieutenant. And he's like, it's done. Are you sure? He's like, oh yeah, it's done.
Oh yeah, it's done.
So he proceeds to stop everybody what they're doing. And he's like, have your attention, please. You can stop what you're doing and go home to your families. We're done here. We don't need you anymore. He told the fucking owner of the inn, yep. He was questioning the guy. He was like, so how's so-and-so? Was she a good worker? You know, did she have any quarrels with you? Okay, well, we don't need you anymore.
Yeah, he has like some kind of alarm timer that goes off, and it's just a drop of a hat was just, oh, you can go home now.
Yeah, it's like, 6 hours is gone, so yep, you're good. But no, he tells everybody, he's like, all of this is not real. You don't have to worry about, doing all this. And they're like, what do you mean?
There's a dead body in here. Like the cops and ambulance have shown up to this hotel because there's dead bodies.
Yeah.
And all the people are confused. They're just like, what are you fucking talking about? There is a dead corpse here and it's cold.
Slap her.
What?
She has no head. We'll shake her up a little bit.
Shake her a little bit. I'm like, what the fuck?
No, what was interesting was he told them, okay, I'm going to prove it. Get your gun out. He said one of the cops, like, get your gun out. Now I want you to shoot me. She's like, oh, fuck no, I ain't going to shoot you. So he turns to another cop. He's like, hey, you do it. So, okay. Without even thinking, just shoot me.
Yeah, you fucking shoot me.
And he lays him one slug in his chest, and he's just standing there like, see?
Wasn't so bad.
It's like, do it again.
Do it.
And he lays in 2 more slugs, one in his stomach and one on the other side of his chest. He's like, you see, none of this is real. This is all just make-believe.
And then the guy running the audience just kind of sneaks over into the frame, and he looks at him, and he's just like, yeah, there's another guy still alive. He didn't die. So technically we need to keep going. It's like, what? It's like, yeah, we need to keep going. Okay. So he's basically like, okay, look, there's a fucking killer tire. This is the fucking murderer. You have an hour to find this thing. And it was like, I think there was 30 minutes left. But Cody and I were sitting there laughing because what if it would have been an actual hour left in the movie to find it? That would have been so much more meta.
Yeah, too self-aware. Very self-aware.
I wonder if there was like a cut where that was a thing.
That should have been a thing.
Right?
Like I was talking about earlier, this movie, it makes so much fun of so many different things. Like the audience, as long as the audience is gone, like the movie ends, like the make-believe ends. So on the movie end, the actors or actual characters still living in this world that the movie is creating for them. And once the audience is gone, they're like, okay, well, our job is done here. So go and do whatever the fuck it is that you normally do. And it's separate from the real world. Like they're not actual people. They're just the characters, basically.
It's funny though, because I forgot about this one spot where he fucking, like whenever he finds out it's not real or whatever, or he finds out that they got to keep going, he goes back to the owner of the fucking hotel by the pool. And because the tire hasn't like gone off by this point. So the tire fucking blows the dude's fucking head up. And he just nonchalantly reacts to it. And then he just pulls this fucking, he just casually like reaches into his pocket and pulls this paper and he's all like, oh God, kid was right. Killer is a tire. Like so deadpan, like forgetting his line, like, oh. So that's when he goes and tells the other cops that the tire's the killer.
He pulls the tire off his own car and he just puts it in front of him. It's like, this is what the culprit looks like.
This is what it looks like.
And I love I think it was the cop that had the alligator like stuffy under his arm. Was like, is it black?
Yeah, he was like, no, he was like, well, what color's the tire? It's black. And then the next shot, they're like, well, where is it at? Oh, it's being chased by police down the highway.
Yeah, because the guy running the audience, he walks up to the home dude that's still alive in the wheelchair, and he has like a tray of food, and he's trying to feed him the food.
He's trying to poison him.
And the guy in the wheelchair's like, no, I'm good. He's not that stupid.
He's like, you're a fucking moron, dude.
So he tells him, like, I'm watching this. I want to watch it to the end. And he's being told by this runner, he's like, what if it never ends? What if it's infinite? He's like, then I'll watch it till whenever. I don't fucking care.
Right.
So he's like, well, what they're doing right now? He's like, oh, well, the tire's rolling on the road. The cops are chasing him. Very interesting.
Yeah. It's a great chase. And then the fucked up part is he kills the fucking one driver in the car, blows his fucking head sky high. Then he proceeds to roll more down the highway, and then he comes across this giant tire fire. These people are burning like hundreds of fucking rubber tires in a giant pile, not unlike Heath Ledger burning that entire fucking stack of money in The Dark Knight. You know what I'm saying?
Nope.
Like big time. Burning the shit out of it. And you can just look at the tire, and the tire is just sad. He's like, that's my people.
This is a proof that you don't need a person dressed up as this particular flashy, intimidating thing to actually display emotion or personality or anything like that. Like a tire can do that if you know how to shoot the angles right.
Right. So the tire, after being fucking pursued relentlessly, is in a fucking hotel room, and it's watching fucking NASCAR.
Ironically.
No, is it a house or is it like an apartment?
It's a house, yeah.
Okay, so it's in this house watching fucking NASCAR.
Because he fucking done murdered like half the town.
Yeah, because there's bodies just everywhere. And then the police finally show up, and it's like, okay, here's this fucking sentient tire watching NASCAR. They find the girl from the hotel somehow. They give her a microphone that they strap to this mannequin, and they put in front of the front door of this house. And it's funny because they start having her read lines, and they're saying if he blows the mannequin up, there's explosives in it, so it'll take the tire out.
Right.
So she's reading like all these lines like, you've been a naughty boy, you've been a dirty boy, blow me up.
Come closer.
You rubber shit.
Kill me now.
You rubber shit.
You rubber shit.
And she's like, I can't say this. It's some fucking line. And
something about being a dirty slut.
Yeah, because the cop takes over and he goes, I'll fucking do it. And he's like, yeah, you dirty slut. Beat me up, you dirty slut. Kill me, blah, blah, blah. And it's...
But then we get to like this big ass thump on the back of the van, and it's the guy from the wheelchair. He's like, really? Is that how you're going to do it? Like, he's the audience asking the movie, this is how you're doing it, because like this is not interesting. And he's like, I don't understand what's going on.
He's wheeled himself the entirety of the distance between where he's watching and this fucking house, dude.
So the cop asks, what do you don't understand? He's like, you got this mannequin strapped with dynamite, and you're trying to blow it up. He's like, yeah, we're trying to lure him to it. It's like, I understand what luring is. I'm not a fucking idiot. He's like, but is that it? Like, is that what you're trying to do? Like, is that the whole end of the movie?
He's like, snipe it, burn it. I don't care.
Yeah. What if you just get like a flamethrower and just doosh?
Speed up the action.
Yeah, make it more actiony. He's like, I'll take note of that.
So he just goes in the house and blows him away with a shotgun. And then the guy complains. He's like, what the fuck?
He's like, is that it?
Nope. Because out rolls a tricycle.
Yeah.
And he's like, it's not over. It's reincarnated itself as a tricycle.
And he tells the tricycle, no, stay there. Your job's almost done. I'm not the target. Just stay there. And he just fucking kills him.
Like
like if there's like a little horn on the tricycle. Yeah.
Like, ring, ring, bitch. He just blows him the Dude, he blew that guy out of his goddamn shoes.
Yep.
No bullshit. Like, his wheelchair is fucked. And that's pretty much the end of the movie because, like, the tricycle starts to just ride away. And as it rides down the highway, more sentient tires wake up and follow it to Hollywood.
Because they're going to take over Hollywood.
The fucking end.
The end of the journey.
Yeah. That's Rubber. Like, the end. That's Rubber. Dun-dun-dun-dun-dun. That's Rubber. Yeah, Rubber. I just thought about that fucking drum roll we had from last episode.
Mm-hmm.
Rubber. All right. We're going to take a break, and we're going to come back, and we're going to talk about motherfucking Killer Sofa.
Oh, God.
Hi, everybody. I'm RJ Metzger.
And I'm Rachel Metzger.
And we're the Skeptical Skeptics.
Each week we talk about all the crazy things in the world, ranging from the paranormal to Bigfoot to UFOs.
And we look at it from the perspective of the believer, the skeptic, and everything in between.
So come check us out on the MSC Podcast Network.
Or go to skepticalskeptics.com and follow us at SkepSkepPod on Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram.
And we're back.
Just like that.
Just like that. All right, goddammit. It's time for Killer Sofa.
Killer sofa.
First of all, it's a fucking chair. I know Bernie Rejo, the director of this movie, knows this because he put it on the Twitter page where it's like, I know it's not a sofa. It's a killer sofa.
Slazy boy.
It is a slazy boy. Let's get into this shit. Okay. The most entertaining aspect of this movie is the goddamn chair. The fucking recliner is the absolute MVP of this fucking movie. You would expect something like this to have, like, you know, very cheap CG bullshit. It doesn't. It actually uses a physical chair. And that is the greatest thing. It's just how Velocipaster was like, no, we're not gonna fucking just pull the wool over your eyes. We're gonna use a damn dinosaur costume.
Mm-hmm.
That made this movie 10 times better. This is our first time having seen this film, by the way. I waited.
And it's a New Zealand film.
Yes.
Which is interesting because, like, I was talking about this earlier while watching the film. It's fascinating to watch, like, every country's different production style and directing style being portrayed in different, like, elements of horror or action or whatever. Because it's funny how they consider this horror in some parody way compared to how we parody horror. You know, it's really cool.
Yeah, I mean, it's absolutely a comedy horror, but it's really well done.
Yeah.
So we start off with this dude getting cut up, and
he's like having some kind of ritual or something. He like squeezes blood out of his hand. I guess he like cut his palms or something, and he's squeezing blood on this like little altar that he has with this picture of a girl on it. And then it cuts to him being tied up with this guy coming in with like a fucking jigsaw.
You want to play a game? It's the fucking tricycle from
Exactly.
Rubber. You want to play a game?
It's all full circle now.
Yeah.
But he has this little jigsaw, and he's cutting this guy's fucking leg, and then it just...
My leg!
Yeah. It just cuts to the next scene.
Yeah, literally cuts to the next scene. The way they fucking go to this damn thing that this recliner is sitting in, it's this group of 3 people, and it looks like the most like haunted, fucked up edition of Storage Wars.
Mm-hmm.
They just open it up, and this fucking recliner that has an obvious face on it that nobody in this movie ever fucking notices.
It's like a fucking like... Okay. What is that Japanese character's name? It's like Domo?
Oh, yeah. Domo, the fucking little brown guy.
Yeah, that's exactly Domo in couch form.
Fuck yeah, dude. Domo,
Like-
the killer sofa.
Yeah. Because you have the buttons for eyes, which I don't see many recliners that have buttons, but whatever. And then where the crease of the cushion on the back end is, it's like a frown.
It just mean mugs everything.
Yeah.
That needed to be, which I loved this fucking movie. Like just throwing that out there. I fucking love this movie.
Same.
But it should have been mean mugging the movie. Like, if you'd have given us a movie where it's nothing but this fucking recliner just staring motherfuckers down creepily and awkwardly, I would have bought that shit too.
That should have been the box art.
Just mean mugging it.
Just that face, like the whole fucking cover.
Looks like fucking Grimace, dude.
Boy, he had a bad day.
Yeah, he did.
But yeah, like he was saying, no matter which direction this movie would have gone, like I would have enjoyed it. But I still wish they had gone with that scenario where literally the recliner just stares the entire time. Like there's so many scenes where it's just casually sitting there and all you see is the fucking buttons.
Just staring at you.
Yeah. Like that would have
just charing at you. Even.
Yeah. It's very charitable.
Yeah. But anyway, so the chair has a note on it that says deliver to Francesca. Next thing we know, Francesca is being questioned by detectives. Mm-hmm. And she's like, oh, I got to leave. I'm having a recliner delivered. Because they're asking her questions about the dude that had his legs cut off or whatever. Apparently it was an ex of hers. Mm-hmm. So the chair mean mugs this fucking dude that is looking at this fucking thing. And it's this old guy. And I think he's a fucking rabbi.
He's a rabbi.
Yeah. So the rabbi has this really weird vision about this woman being chased through the woods and all this crap. It'll come into play later.
Yeah.
But basically, the chair watches him the whole fucking time this is happening. He suspects that the chair has a Dybbuk hidden in it. Which he's fucking right.
Yeah.
We're just going to go ahead and throw that out there. Listen to the old motherfucker.
Mm-hmm.
He's John Hammond looking as fuck, but just listen to this dude. Francesca gets in the shower, and the chair watches her. Then her friend comes over and scares the shit out of her with a clown mask. I thought we were about to see Clown NATO 2.
Yep.
But instead, dude, and the whole fucking reclowner fucking line that you tossed out during this sequence was amazing.
There should be a sequel, like a mixture of the two, just Reclowner.
Clown NATO versus Killer Sofa, but call it Reclowner.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm down. Fucking do this shit.
Hell, I'll make it myself.
Right? Now, here's the funny part. So, Fran and Maxie... Oh my God, that fucking name. I can't take it seriously. I'm sorry. I'm just going to call her Max. I don't fucking care. So, Fran and Max are fucking watching a movie on a laptop. They're sitting on a sofa, and the chair is holding the laptop, and their feet are resting on it. I kept waiting for that damn thing to bite their feet off.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know why. I just did.
Or just recline their feet off. Just like...
Flip them back into the love seat, and it just boom, flies the fuck over.
just yeet them out.
Yes. Just yeet! And they blow up. Like, why
End
not?
of the movie.
Yeah, just why the fuck not? So... God damn it. So later on, Fran just sits in the chair, and the first thought I had was like, does this chair eat ass?
This is such a strange part of the movie because she's literally getting an orgasm from sitting in this chair, and they angle the shots to where she's putting her fingers in the little lever. Like, it's not the pullback lever, it's the little like flipper that you have with the little gap.
It's the little catch and release on the side.
Yeah. And she's literally like fingering it. And then she has this like weird looking pubic hair thing going over her face, and then she wakes up from her little nightmare. I'm
Pubic
like,
chair.
yeah. It looks like a fucking wad of pubic hair like slapped on her face. Like she fucking sucked someone's dick that was like an Italian fucking full bush and just right in her face.
Now here comes the scene in the movie that Cody and I had to stop and record and edit. Like, we'll put this on our social media at some point. We both fucking fell out laughing because the next morning when she wakes up, she steps out onto the floor and there are candles lit up going from her bed to the fucking recliner. The recliner is fucking holding food on each arm, and it has this look on its face like, I did this for you. But the fucking way it gets shot and edited, we both immediately were like, this reminds me of Daft Punk's Instant Crush video. Mm-hmm. So we fucking played the music as this scene happened, and it matched up so fucking well. We were cackling on the floor, holding our fucking stomachs, just crying, laughing at a missed opportunity that we took advantage of.
Yeah, because we had to rewind that shit.
It was so great, dude. Because when you were rewinding it, her boyfriend, was it TJ?
No, TJ is the roommate.
Or the roommate, or some, I guess this is her boyfriend. He fucking comes into the room and he's just like taking his jacket off, looking around like, what the fuck is going on? So when we started rewinding it, it looked like he was like, oh, hell no, and puts his jacket back on and backs out of the room.
Mm-hmm. It's like, nope, that's a Dybbuk.
Suck my Dybbuk.
Yeah.
But anyway, that was the funniest shit ever. The police are starting to put shit together, and they're like, oh, there's voodoo involved. And then the fucking
supernatural shit.
But what makes me laugh is that the chair fucking stalks TJ as he cooks, like he's in her apartment. This made us cringe with pain.
No, what probably happened was TJ took a cookie off of the actual plate, obviously meant for Francesca. And that pissed off the Dybbuk so much that whenever TJ was trying to cook something, he had a fucking spring or something, or some kind of like metal rod.
It's probably his dick.
Yeah. He reclined himself back and like shoved it into the back of his fucking calf. Went in. I was like, oh, shit.
Yeah, because remember, the oven door was down, so he was smashing his shins into the oven and cracking his legs. I was like, oh, God, it hurt so bad.
But Francesca and the cops rolled in, noticed that the whole apartment was on like smoke. It was like fucking token, like 420 shit. And they can hear TJ like breathing hard in the bathroom, and his leg is propped up with like a elastic band tightened to stop the blood flow. And I don't know what his rank is, but his name's Gravy.
Yeah, I swear to God, if it really is, I hope we just didn't mishear it, but I swear to God, the detective's name is Gravy.
Well, no, it doesn't matter if we misheard it or not. His name's Gravy.
Yeah, and then his partner's name is Grape.
Yeah.
So Grape Gravy.
Yeah, that's a weird flavor, but anyway.
Yeah.
He closes the oven and he starts looking, and it's like blood, like here and there. And he looks at the fucking the recliner. It's like, huh?
And the recliner's looking at him
like it's just a silhouette of a recliner in the fucking smoke.
Yeah.
It's so daunting, yet it's
fucking
hilarious.
Funny. Now the rest of the movie, we'll kind of get through like the highlights of these because the rest of the movie kind of just goes haywire in the best way possible.
Basically, the rabbi finds out that, oh, well, the Dybbuk can take form of or take a hold of any kind of like object, and him and his wife, I guess.
Yeah, the two spirits basically need to inhabit other things.
Yeah.
And
so,
if they can't inhabit like a living being, it just attaches itself to
an inanimate object.
Yeah.
So they figure out, okay, what must be the recliner. So they start calling around trying to find, where this recliner is. While that's going on,
the chair fucking follows TJ home.
Yeah.
So stupid. He's fucking trying to take his pain pills. Mom! Like his mom's doing fucking yoga in the living room and he's just like crippled as fuck in this bed trying to take his medicine with no goddamn water. He gets up and goes. And he finally gets to where he can take it and he looks over and the fucking damn chair is creeping in through the window. Like the top half of the chair is just like
Hey, and that's another funny part about this film. Whenever the characters, like any of them, are walking away from the apartment that the recliner is at, he pans up. The director like makes them pan up to the window of the apartment, and you just see the fucking recliner just
fucking mean mugging everything. Like that fucking recliner only wants Fran for itself. If it sees anybody else,
A friend!
it gets so fucking pissed off, dude. Gets so mad.
Now, there's one part of this movie that I was just so fucking disturbed at. So Fran has an ex named Ralph. And while she's in a panic state trying to get away from the apartment, Ralph intercepts her at the door on the outside. This guy is a creeper mouth breeder times 20. He is fucking gross as hell. He's like, hey, what about what I asked you about? And he points to his finger with his thumb, his ring finger. She's like, Ralph, getting married to you? No, I can't. I'm still with my boyfriend.
And I'm too young to have kids.
Yeah. And he's like, you didn't even invite me into your apartment? Ugh.
So he just breaks into her apartment.
He reaches through the fucking mail slot trying to unlock the door. I'm like, dude, are you fucking serious? Who lets this dude do this in broad daylight? It's like fucking like afternoon.
Because while this had happened, like before then, the chair killed TJ. And then it scared the fuck, like Fran left in a panic because it scared her the night before, remember? Mm-hmm. Because it scared the shit out of her. And me and you were both just like, why is it always dark?
Yeah.
Like, why not turn a light on? She's got a flashlight, but your electricity obviously works.
Did your past due on your bill?
Probably. And TJ's mom is cleaning the fucking house and accidentally vacuums his remains up.
Yeah, which I find hard to believe.
Yeah, because that's what you find out is she just stops it while the meat's like flinging around and then just the eyeball lands perfectly in the frame.
And she took it really well considering. Like, she seemed freaked out, but she wasn't, like, screaming or anything out of fear. It's just like, oh.
She took it about as well as Lisa's mom did when she found out she had breast cancer in the room.
Yeah.
And then that's done. There's no revisiting of that at all.
No. But, yeah, I still want to talk about Ralph.
Oh, yeah, I wasn't finished with him either, that motherfucker.
He broke into her apartment, and he's walking around with her hat and her bra in her bedroom, and he puts them both down in the shape of a face on her bed. And I am shitting you guys not. I wish I was kidding about this because this is fucking disgusting. He proceeds to get on the bed and cover himself up with the comforter and proceeds to feel like he's fucking Francesca.
Not before he kisses his rosary.
Yeah, which that makes it even worse. Okay, you literally know Jesus and God is watching you, dude, and you're fucking sinning, basically.
Something else is watching him.
Yeah, and here comes... here comes the recliner.
Oh.
But yeah, he's like he's not standing upright, but he's like more up of an angle than like laying flat, basically. He grabs the fucking iron that's sitting on the ironing board while Ralph is going to town on this fucking bed. And you hear, "Oh, Fran. Oh, Fran."
Oh, and then you just one hit wonder. Ironed out this man's problems in an instant.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, he slapped the fuck out of him with that damn iron.
That was a wrinkle in time, yeah.
Yes, it was. It was some steamy situation.
I think at this point we see Maxie going into the apartment now. And she sees the body of Ralph on the fucking patio.
Oh my god, yes, because we were fucking dying at this shit. That's he fucking heave-hos that bitch.
How do you okay.
I know.
How
right?
do you dispose of a body as a recliner? This is how. He props open the leg part to push him up onto the railing, and then he moves himself at an angle to like pushes him off.
Yeah, and she watches the whole time. The recliner just yeet right over the railing, and then she's like, "Oh my god!" And she turns around, and then she turns back around,
And there he is staring at her.
it just, "My name Grimace, motherfucker. I'm gonna
But
make
to end this woman's whole career.
to make your meal happy." He fucking chases the shit out of her, and we were laughing because I was like, "Oh fuck!" There's an actual chase scene with this fucking chair. It's a chaise lounge for those furniture heads out there.
Yeah.
I think it's funny.
Proceeds to chase her to the bathroom and locks the door, and she sees a way out. The fucking recliner is staring through the keyhole.
Yeah, it's like a little screw hole or some shit.
Yeah,
but-
of the fucking door. And it's like equally intimidating and like cutesy adorable at the same time. It's like it's a fucking recliner, people.
It's just-
Come on.
What if? Okay, hold on a minute. I have a theory. I'm gonna get really off track here, but I have a theory. What if it just wanted a friend, and nobody really wanted to be its friend?
I mean, look what he did for Francesca. He offered her cookies and, made a relaxing fucking entourage and fucked her.
He's like, "I want you to be my friend, Cheska,"
Yeah.
but it was a Francesca.
Yeah.
I mean,
It's a scandal.
he does not handle rejection well.
No.
But yeah, I was just thinking of that. I was like, what if he just really wants a friend?
He's not
And
a
these are
scary-
all just like accidental things.
He's not a scary Dybbuk.
He's like, "I didn't mean to kill this guy. I'm just trying to help him on his feet." Yeet! Whoops. I just fucking
Ralph, on the other hand, fuck that dude.
Fuck Ralph. That was justifiable.
Yes.
So anyway,
But yeah, so Max, she proceeds to leap out the window, and he stares out there. It's like, okay. And she falls, like, literally into this trash can. Like, it's a normal, like...
55-gallon trash can.
Yeah. And she's there.
Yeah, just presumably fucking dead. You just see a chair. You just see like a shoe, and then the chair's looking at her, and then the lid goes yep and shuts.
Mm-hmm.
And we're like, "Oh well, I guess Maxie's dead."
She's maxed out.
Exactly. After that, they're trying to rebuild. Like the old rabbi dude is trying to like get with Fran about rebuilding this Dybbuk box to trap the fucking Dybbuk in. So he starts having like this oh my god, it's hilarious. So he starts having chest pains where he's having a heart attack.
While Fran is having like a vision of an ancestor or something. It's basically the girl that was in that loop of the past, basically.
It's her relative, basically.
Yeah, it's her ancestor. And when she comes to, the rabbi is on the ground suffering from a heart attack.
Yeah, and he's shaking like, and she's like, "What's wrong?" And he's pointing. And she's like, "Okay, yeah, the box. I'm going to go get help." But he's actually trying to reach for his aspirin. And then the psychic lady that has been helping the whole time just miraculously shows up, and she's got him on the sofa, and she's trying to talk to somebody to get help, and he's still fucking reaching for the aspirin. Nobody will give this man his goddamn aspirin.
Like, this poor dude, man. What are y'all doing to this man? Torturing this fucker. Come on.
It's so goddamn funny, though. He's just like, "Oh."
My pills.
You You remember Basketball?
Yes.
When he's fucking choking on the hot dog and he's like, "Ooh, somebody get this man a hot dog." That's what it looked like, dude.
Oh, but what comes after is just as fucking dumb. Fran gets to the apartment and she's like, "All right, here, get into this box." She opens the box and she throws it down like a fucking Ghostbuster.
And she kicks it.
She's like, "Here, get in this box." And the recliner's just like, "Nope."
She's like little Nicky. Get in the flask. What? Get in the flask.
What does Fran do when the Dybbuk refuses to get into the box? Because she's like,
my God.
"Get in the box." He's like, "No."
Yeah.
She grabs a fucking can of gasoline. And I shit you not, dude. Like, she puts it over her head. Like, she's jerking off some big dick dude behind her. Pouring gasoline all over herself along with the fucking recliner. And then she backs away. And the recliner's just like,
Really?
grabs a box of matches and proceeds to, I mean, this is like fucking Looney Tunes fucking skit right here. Lights a fucking match and he goes, lights another one. Oh, fuck, lights another one. Like, bitch, light it, throw it. Don't sit there and go, "Hi, got the fire."
It was so fucking stupid because she just gives up, and Cody and I are screaming at the TV at this point. Light the whole box, you dumbass. Light the whole fucking box on fire and throw it.
But no.
Here come the detective people to save the day because they have figured out that her house has been being surveillanced the whole time. They find out the fucking recliner has been murdering people. They come in. The damn recliner top comes off in a split second, and it's this fucking zombified corpse, Dybbuk. And she turns around in time to see it. It freaks her out. Gravy and Grape shoot the fucking thing in the head. Grape Gravy comes out of his fucking head. And he fucking dies. And she screams bloody fucking murder, runs into the bathroom, proceeds to try to take all her anxiety pills. And there is another fucking corpse in the closet in the bathroom, and it possesses her. So now we come full circle with the film. She is now possessed. It shows that she's kept the recliner. Maxie is not dead, however. She's got a big-ass shard of glass in her forehead, and nobody thinks to pay attention to whatsoever. There's paramedics and hazmat suit people. Nobody points out the giant goddamn gash in her fucking forehead where this big hunk of glass is just sticking out. And she's obviously, like, delirious.
She's a fucking unicorn and they're like not even fazed by it. It's like, no.
Nah, she'll be all right.
How about this Dybbuk dough?
Right? Cut to where she's kept this fucking thing, right? So the detective is in her fucking house. She's making him drink this tea that has been throughout the entire film where it's the catalyst to start the possession / soul taking process or whatever. Mm-hmm. She has him drink this fucking tea. The couch sucks its soul out, and Maxie has seen this from her car from the bottom of the screen. And she sees that Fran is now possessed. The cop is now possessed and breaks Grape's neck when Grape shows up. Breaks the fuck out of it.
Well, she gets her backstabbed by Fran, and then the gravy just crushes her. Yeah.
Yeah, so she stabs and...
Crushy crush.
Yeah.
Snappy snap.
And I mean, that's pretty much it. Like, they leave the apartment. Did Max, like... Yeah, because Maxie goes upstairs and she's like, "Oh, I need the police." Like, she calls the cops. She's like, "I need an ambulance and police or whatever."
And she's staring at the actual recliner, and in the eye, the button, is actual Fran's soul stuck in the recliner.
But it looks like Mufasa falling to his death in The Lion King.
Long live Sofa King.
Ah! Like, it just dead.
No.
That's Killer Sofa.
Both of these movies have their charm in so many different variations. Like, one is just so far out there and going different directions with how they portray a slasher film, I guess you can call it.
A tire slasher film.
Yeah, a tire slasher. Another one, it's just a comedic horror because the killer is just so random object that you wouldn't even think would murder anything. you would rather relax on it than to be killed by it. So,
Do we have a tie this week?
I mean, I would say so because they're just both that good in so many different forms. You know,
All right. Well, then
I'm by winning. I win here and I win there. Now what?
I guess they both win, dude.
yeah. Well, thanks, Charlie.
So there you have it. Neither movie has lost because these are both fucking gems.
Mm-hmm.
Go buy them. Killer Sofa just came out on home video release. I will assume that it's on Amazon Prime to rent. I bought a copy of it because I knew I was gonna fucking enjoy this shit. I knew we were going to enjoy it. Rubber I've had for a little bit. It's just was sitting there just like, what the fuck do we put against Rubber? And it's like, oh my god, when Killer Sofa came along, I said, shit, we have to do this.
It's like an answer from that God.
Yeah. That's this week's episode, I guess, man.
Mm-hmm.
Because it was a fun one. And these movies are fun.
Oh, yeah.
Do the thing. Go support us on Patreon if you would like to. Support us on coffee.com. You can visit our website, supermediabrospodcast.com, to listen to all of our episodes that will come out in the future. Or if you want to just get caught up, binge listen. Just follow us on social media. We're on Facebook. We're on Twitter at @SuperMediaBros_, and we're at SuperMediaBros Podcast on Instagram.
Yeah.
Where we have stupid pictures.
Yeah.
And we fucking are going to put that damn Daft Punk Killer Sofa video thing up somewhere.
Oh, yeah.
I just hope it doesn't get ripped down, but it's funny as shit. If
Well,
anything, the Twitter gods will save us on that one.
Yeah.
Because apparently you can get away with anything on there now.
Well, man, I see a lot of people posting videos with their random-ass songs on there, and they don't get shit for it, so.
Ass songs.
Yeah. Eating ass.
Eating ass like the fucking Killer Sofa.
Mm-hmm.
Leave us ratings on podchaser.com/supermediabros or Apple Podcasts. It really helps us out in the long run and keeps us visible to motherfuckers.
Yeah, you can tell us if we suck, if we're great, you know, what to improve on, if we're perfect. I don't care. Just rate us.
Yeah. Also, we have new stickers, buttons, and magnets. They are fucking fresh as hell, and they have just arrived. So if you would like some of those, DM us on social media to find out how to fucking get them. Come talk to us. That's all you got to do.
It's pretty easy. It's simple.
Yeah. And if you have signed up for our Patreon, our We're Off tier, our $5 tier, these are part of that. You get extra bonus episodes, and you get any merch that we come out with, any like handheld merch or anything like that. It goes right to you. You get first dibs.
First Dybbuk.
That's it. First Dybbuk. Yes. Fuck yes, dude.
Our souls will be possessed in actual items.
Dude, that would be fucked up, man. Because I could be sleeping one night. Somebody slaps the Super Media Bros magnet on their fridge, and we wake up in the freezer.
Mm-hmm.
It's kind of fucked because it's like, man, we're around food, but it's frozen and we're starving.
Of course, somebody could slap on like a tablet or a laptop, and I would turn into the laptop or the tablet.
Cody as a sentient tablet/laptop.
It's like I can just imagine, like, it could be just some like really like normal person has like no bad bone whatsoever. It's like, I'm gonna go search for the Super Media Bros Pornhub. It's like, why is my computer going to Pornhub?
Cody just sitting there.
You shall whack off forever.
Yeah.
Doot your horn.
Yes.
Oh God, it's Okami.
Okami.
Yeah. There you go. That should be my horror film right there.
Midnight Agent Raw. It's fucking raw. Oh.
You whack it off so much it's raw.
Where's the lamb sauce?
Oh my God, fucking Gordon Ramsay. He gets so frustrated with his wife not giving out, not putting out.
No.
God, man, it's fucking raw. I can't do anything with it.
My dick is stuck in the drawer.
God damn it.
Oh, son of a bitch. Okay, so I finally have remembered what the fuck our next Cult Cinema Showdown is going to be.
Pray tell.
Okay, so we're going to take a look at some weird-ass films that involve going to these islands where ninjas reside. One of them is called Force 5, and the other one is called Raw Force, a.k.a. Kung Fu Cannibals. Get ready for that fucking shit in a couple weeks.
Like, the names of these movies just make me shake my head and just, like, disbelief, but it's definitely going to be
There's
fun.
going to be relief for you
Yeah.
because Cameron Mitchell is in Raw Force.
Well, that's going to make it even better.
Exactly.
Yes.
You want to get out of here?
Yeah. There we go.
There it is. We hope you fucking enjoyed that shit.
We sure did.
We did. Come back next week. Same fat time, same fat channel. Because I'm fat.
And I have a fat kid heart.
It's okay. Until next time, I've been Midnight Agent Raw.
And Uncle Cummy.
Shades on.
I'm off.
It's fucking Raw.